Those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Newton. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll have a first down past the 40. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now Newton on first down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 58 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run with Henry. And an alley to run. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 56 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On 2nd and very short, Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kamale Correa leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. slant, caught by Moore. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
X3, 218, chop.
A gain of 2 brings up
Look at me, zipper.
Watch the twist.
Hard.
Watch the whip. Kill. Watch the ship.
Spin.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Kill.
Snap.
They'll run for it with Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
He
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Here we go. Let's get it. Gun.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And it's 3rd down.
Set. Ready.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kamale Correa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Adam Humphries deep for the Titans. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Taken at about the 16. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Titan football.
On the set.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And running with power here. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
At the 35-yard line.
On second down, it's Henry. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Okay, ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
50 fake, echo.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Lead grip, lead grip.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
All right, I need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Here's Tannehill. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
But Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on fourth down.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. He finds Humphreys. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. On second down now. It's Henry, and he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. On third down, Henry. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down. Here's Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On first and 10, Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. McCaffrey on the counter. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, watch the leg. Gun. 55, Mike, 55.
To throw on third down. Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing is Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Newton now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Greystone, travel.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Now watch run. Watch run. Hey, watch Sam. Watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
80 weapon. Ready, ready.
Off play action, Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Shoot.
The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive.
Derrick Henry all alone. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Greg.
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
From the gun, here's Newton. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
20.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
20.
On 4th down, Newton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. This is Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Henry. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton flushed out right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, Alpha. Right there. Go. Right there.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Just work with me a second here because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Yeah. Ready?
Tannehill throwing again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. After the sack on first down, Tannehill. And the pressure gets to him again. Gerald McCoy picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And Succop will put this one right through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, one set. One set. Check.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
6 guys. Check 6. 20.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Newton to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 70 yards. And the kicker, he looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw.
Tackles. Tackles.
Go.
Staying open.
Tannehill on first down. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, Delta.
Check back. Check it back. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. K-Rod short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
Hey, wahoo! Get it.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on.
They snap it to Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Throwing here, Newton. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the 50, Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And we will get. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now Newton. And he's going to go down again.